Valve has given us a ridiculous amount of updates when it comes to CS2, but none of them are really what we're looking for. Sure, there's been a bunch of quality of life stuff to make the game better, but it's not new content. And it's not even all of the stuff we had in CSGO, so where's the big update? Well, surprisingly, there has been a big hint at it recently that barely anybody saw. And let me just emphasize that the last big update was the full release of CS2, and they were hyping this up on Twitter for quite a bit of time just for it to be a dud and obviously an unfinished game. But that's not all. Before this, many months ago at this point, they did drop hints of other stuff to come along with stuff dug up in the game files, being found consistently, a new pin series, of course the Operation-esque skins along with a bunch of other random skins that seem to show just a bunch of different testing shaders on different skins, and I assume how they would look in game, along with some other stuff. Of course, an actual post on Twitter, not even hinting at, but flat out saying they were trying to figure out vehicles in danger zone. And that was once again a while ago. But that doesn't even include the most important thing, the anti-cheat. Before we get into that, here's how to get a free $5. But if you have a bunch of junk in your inventory, SkinsMonkey is a great place to get rid of it. Not only do you get a free $5 bonus on your first trade when you sign up with that link in the description, you can also get a 35% deposit bonus while depositing with cash, crypto, or any of the other methods. And even if you don't want to trade, they have free daily giveaways to enter as well. Thanks to SkinsMonkey for sponsoring. Once again, link in the description. So I'd like to hope we're getting close to CS2's big update. We have to be. The update on November 16th was absolutely massive and was followed by two smaller updates directly after to really hammer down on the issues in the game. And I'd say overall, off playing the game at the beginning versus now, things seem to be good enough to drop a bigger update with new content, in my opinion. The only issues we have right now is the Michael Jackson peak is definitely still in the game. You can get slid at peak at. It happens quite a bit. And just overall bad FPS and occasionally having the game freeze, which a lot of people have had that issue. And of course, overall, the biggest one, the anti-cheat. I haven't personally had issues with cheaters, but I know they're prominent if you're grinding the leaderboard. But that issue is being heavily worked on as well, as Richard Lewis mentions here.
Please, everybody, remember what was meant to be in the original agreement, and we know this because guys like Aquarius and Gabe follow actual data miners that you can trust and not clout chasers like Tyler McVicker said it, right? So, there was meant to be an announcement. There was meant to be an announcement about a new VAC in the original hype video and the hype announcement and the hype release. But they changed it. And what that tells me is they're still cooking in the kitchen. And what do you think they've been doing all this time? Why do you think they turned off Overwatch, right? What do you think Overwatch was? Gabe Newell is on record saying it will be easy to make an AI anti-cheat. It just takes time and it just takes data.
And if you're wondering, who the hell is this guy? How does he know anything? Well, Richard Lewis was actually the first to leak CS2's release and direct information about it. He, along with Aqua is Missing and Gabe Follower, as he mentioned, are three people you can really trust when it comes to stuff like this. And all of the leaks I've showed you guys, if they're not from CS2 saying they're working on Danger Zone, are from Aqua is Missing, Gabe Follower, and Richard Lewis. So obviously, we're going to have something big, but he also mentioned the fact that anti-cheat was supposed to be mentioned in the original CS2 trailer, which hopefully means they were really far along with it, obviously. And I mean, they did remove Overwatch too, and I'd say most cheaters in CS are very obvious, spinning, completely locking on you, and they usually don't try and hide it. So I'd hope the anti-cheat wouldn't struggle to find them when it eventually gets released. But this anti-cheat reason is incredibly important. They might have a big update not related to anti-cheat and operation, new cases, stuff like that, ready to go, but if MM is filled with cheaters, especially leaderboard, you'd assume they'd want to get that anti-cheat out along with the big update to make sure the game is actually enjoyable. Also, something I personally noticed is we haven't really seen too much leaked information in data mining recently, which maybe could mean everything is finished. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. I don't exactly know how data mining works and how information gets leaked in updates, but who knows? All we got to worry about right now is the anti-cheat, and the fact that Valve hasn't even given us a case or any content update really to hold us off. It's just things being fixed. But this makes me hope we're not too far off, which I've been saying for months at this point, but hopefully at this point, we're not too far off. The anti-cheat is, I guess, the only really big thing we're waiting for. Of course, the first major is set to begin in March, so you'd like to imagine they're going to have the game fully polished out by then too. But as always, be sure to check out Skins Monkey and get that free $5 with that link at the top of the description. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.